Hi everyone, good morning. It's early on Thursday morning. I'm recording blog 7, which talks specifically about the CNL core curriculum. The first question that we're addressing is why the AACN feels that it's necessary to include the 3 components that they outline, which are master's degree nursing care, direct care core, and the third one is CNL role competencies and clinical expectations. So I think the main takeaway from that is that the validation panel that they put together was made up of educators, nurse executives, and practicing CNLs. So that's a really good mix of people that have seen the CNL in effect, and to be able to work on these expectations and to approve them. And so I think that's why, in particular, these kind of specific measures. So when we talk about the master's degree nursing care, those outcomes are expressly written in the Essentials of Master's Education in Nursing, which we're all familiar with. And then the direct care core is physiology slash pathophysiology, health assessment, and pharmacology, which I think, as far as direct care, that's fairly clear that as master's degree prepared nurses, that we should be familiar with. And then also the CNL role competencies and clinical expectations, and that is outlined throughout in the AACN education expectations. They talk about how the CNL competencies relate to the master's essentials of nursing, so that the line by line comparison of those things I thought was very effective, especially for me, in comparing also to the objectives of the courses that we take here at Ohio State, that those line to line comparisons were very important in outlining why exactly we're taking the classes that we're taking in a very tangible way. I thought that was helpful. For question 2, we're talking about strengths and weaknesses as related to the curricular components. So for me personally, I think the leadership aspects of the CNL competencies are my greatest strength. So I've always been somebody who's been captain of a team or has been the president of some such thing. And so I'm really interested in that coach mentor role, as well as empowering the profession of nursing. The profession of nursing is so important to the future of healthcare and how healthcare is going to be performed in the future, that CNLs really need to be advocates for the empowerment and the education of the profession of nursing. And that's something that really calls to me. Now, on the flip side, where my deficiencies are, is I would think the financial aspect. So that's something that I haven't been heavily involved in before. Now, I'm on boards of things. I'm on the board for what's now called United Women in Faith through the United Methodist Church, but I'm on our board for our church for all of the circles. And so I am familiar with financial papers and stuff like that, but not on the kind of scale that I would need to be proficient in my role as a CNL. So that's something that I need to work on for that. So my blog is kind of short this week. I felt like the questions were kind of very directed, so it was easy to get all my thoughts in line for those ones. I hope you all have a good week, and we're almost at the end. Hope everyone has a nice spring break.